The creature is getting stronger, and so is Tae-sang's feelings for Chae-ok. Welcome back, guys, to Fog Entertainment, and today we are here to review episode 3 of Gyeongseong Creature. So yeah, I did enjoy the first two. The reviews for episode 1 and 2 are on the channel. If you haven't seen them, then go and check them out before listening to this. And I thought episode 3 was arguably, potentially the best episode out of the first season. Opening 3 episodes so far have been all pretty similar, but I would maybe give episode 3 a nod, because again, we're beginning to learn more about the characters. I feel like we're getting a bit more action episode by episode, and we're beginning to know more about the creature, and the story's just developing a bit more too. So I think the longer this goes on, the episodes are getting slightly better. So I would say episode 3 was potentially the best we've seen so far. Episode 2 obviously ended with Tae-sang being outside the prison. He wants to do right by Chae-ok, so he's doing his best then to try and find Yakimoto. He goes through all his contacts. He meets up with a hostess who says she knows who the painter is, and she agrees to meet with him later that night with the painter. So Tae-sang on the outside is holding up his end of the bargain. Inside the hospital, we see the creature though getting stronger. It kills multiple guards. One of the guards, Endo, has to save himself by sacrificing his comrades. He manages to survive. He tells Colonel Kato that this creature needs to be put down and it's too dangerous, but Kato is impressed and he thinks that he is creating a biological weapon. He thinks this is going to be the future of armies, this creature, so they continue to work on it. Inside the hospital, Chae-ok and her father befriend a Yosen soldier who turns out he's working with the Japanese against his will. He's actually Korean and he wants to be part of the resistance, and he gives them information on what's happening here, and he points out that Monja is actually alive and that she is still one of the few people that has managed to survive after being given anthrax. So even though they are experimenting on all the prisoners, Monja at the moment is still alive. So Chae-ok at this point knows where Monja is. On the outside, Tae-sang meets with his good friend Lady Maida. He needs information. He needs to get into the hospital, but she pretty much refuses to help him, so he has to find his own way in, and he just meets with all his contacts and he figures a way in. He gets blueprints. He arranges fireworks to go off to give a signal to Chae-ok inside that he's making his way back in, and then he goes to meet with the waitress Yoon-chun, who is meeting with Sachimoto at 8 o'clock for dinner. But before he can do that, he runs into the Japanese goons that we seen earlier in episode 1 and episode 2. They wanted to sell items, and basically the golden treasure, they got refused. So now they're not happy and they attack Tae-sang, and it looks like they're going to probably kill him here. They've got like blades and everything. But Tae-sang then shows that he's actually a very capable fighter. He begins to fight back. It's like 5-on-1, 6-on-1, but he kicks her ass anyway. He manages to escape them, but it's too late. By the time he gets to the restaurant, by the time he can meet his friend and try and find out more about Sachimoto, they've already left. So yeah, so at this point, Tae-sang was too late. He returns to the House of Golden Treasure, defeated, wounded. He's cleaning up his wounds. Mrs. Nawal is taking care of him, and then he gets a surprise visit, and it's Sachimoto, and he's ready to talk. He's ready to help Tae-sang, and then Tae-sang, Young-taek, and Sachimoto manage to get into the hospital on the rickshaw. One of them is like inside the container, the other one is pulling the rickshaw, and Sachimoto manages to convince the guards to let them in. Meanwhile, inside the hospital, Chae-ok goes deeper underground to try and find some of the prisoners. She doesn't find Monja, but she does find a bunch of kids who are being experimented on, so she tries to free the kids as you would, but she is confronted by a doctor who tries to stop her, so she kills the doctor and then does her best to get the kids out of there. She attempts to make her way back to the rooftop with the kids, but she can't get out the vent because there's a bunch of Japanese soldiers that have went onto the rooftop to enjoy themselves. Or I guess they're off the clock, they're having a little drink. So Ju-won, who is Chae-ok's father, he knows her cover's going to be revealed, so he kind of gives himself up, and at this point he's been held hostage. Chae-ok manages to try and save her father, though. She comes out through the fence. They're fighting Japanese soldiers together. They're outnumbered like 2 on 6, but they're doing a good job. However, there's one soldier left, and he's about to shoot Chae-ok, and then eventually Tae-sang arrives from behind, and he takes out the soldier, saving Chae-ok. He apologises for being late, but before he can do anything else, the kids come out of the fence, and he's kind of shocked at this because he was told that Chae-ok had found Mongcha, but all she's found is a bunch of kids. And then she tells him that if he helps get the kids out of here, she promises that she will find Mongcha, which is kind of going against their deal, but he's not really left with much of a choice. Chae-ok wants to save the kids before doing anything else, and I guess if Tae-sang wants her to help him, then he's going to have to try and save the kids. Then we're back in the basement, and we see the creature. It's getting stronger. It's been experimented on more. Colonel Kato and director Ikoro are having a conversation, and Ikoro has managed to train the creature. So he's got like this dinner bell, and whenever he rings the dinner bell, that means it's time for the creature to come out and attack and feed. And we just, every time he rings the bell, we see the creature just kill and consume more of the hostages, and director Akiro is confident that he can control it. He can show it who a leader is, and therefore effectively they can use this at their will and use this creature as a weapon as they get to control its every move. And that's how episode 3 ended. So yeah, good episode, good action. We got to see more of the creature. Tae-sang go back into the hospital. We got to see Chae-ok rescue some kids. We got some deaths as well, like some good scenes overall. So yeah, no, I like this. It was probably as good as the first 2 episodes, if not better. I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10. Like I said, solid episode. So far, I've given it a 6, 7, and a 7. It's a good show. I like it. I mean, it's not fantastic, but it is good. It's decent. It's definitely worth a watch. So yeah, that's my thoughts on Gyeongseong Creature episode 3. I'm excited for episode 4. We're going to see what more mysteries are happening in this hospital. But until next time, guys, I've been Fog Entertainment. Leave a like, leave a comment. I will catch you in the next one. And until then, peace.